And I was just thinking, I wonder if this would work. And so I started just Googling, quilts in the Southeast, quilt companies in the Southeast. There really weren't any. So then I just did a little more research and I found out it's a huge industry, but there was nobody around me doing it. So why not? So the first company, it was just called Elizabeth Beck Quilts. And I just started out doing t-shirt quilts because I thought, I want to make something that people want. And so I thought if we do something that is theirs, we might be able to get more customers and get this up and rolling. Because if I just create a quilt, then I have to find a customer that likes the things I like. And so that could be few and far between. But if you're doing something that's their story, then yay, more people. So that's it. That's how that got going. And then it started growing, and we finished a few quilts, and then they told their friends. And then it began to be so busy that I was trying to find people to help me. Fast forward, I began volunteering in Clarkston, Georgia, because my daughter said, Mom, do you know that the world is 5 minutes from here? All these different countries are living in Clarkston. And why don't you go see what's happening over there? I kind of started volunteering at a place that was teaching women to read. I did that a little bit. Then I moved on from that, and I thought, well, maybe I should try to use some of my skills. And so I went with a sewing company, and that was really fun. And I got to meet more refugee women. Then one day, one of the ladies I met in Clarkston said, I just met a lady. She's from Syria. In Syria, she designed and constructed wedding dresses. Do you think she might help you? I said, are you kidding? She can sew better than I can. So I go meet this lady. She's fabulous. And I said, would you want to, can I bring you some work and just let you look at it and see if you want to do that? So I took it to her. She had 4 small boys at her house. It was a little crazy. We were playing. The balls were being kicked all over the house. It was wonderful. And I said, I gave her my number. She knew a little bit of English. Really, she knew more French. So we were using a little bit of Google Translate, a little bit of charades, but we got the story across. And then I said, I will text you in 2 weeks. The next morning I wake up and I have a text. Your work is finished. So I dashed back over there the next day. She has done this amazing job. And I said, would you like a job? Would you want to work with us? And she had only been here 2 months at the time. One of the stepping stones from moving from my own business to Tandem was I kept thinking about love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. I wasn't doing that. And so what's a way I could do that? And it could have been something really big or something. And I'm like, here's this niche thing I have, quilting. But then the Lord was like, yes, actually you can use that. And so that's always kind of the center of my day and intention and motivation is how can I love them like I would love myself today? And does that mean maybe we don't need to work today? Maybe we need to talk and go have some coffee. Maybe they're really struggling. Maybe they had a relative die, but they can't go back. They can't, there's times when the internet's down, they can't even call home. So those are really sad days. And so I have the privilege of being there with them. I'm there with them, I'm holding their hand, but inside my spirit is praying for them and for peace and comfort. And Lord, just let me love them right now. That's what they need right now. Well, yeah, we tossed around when we were trying to come up with a name for the company. We tossed around a lot of things. And I just kept coming back to the fact that these women are really more skilled than I am. I happen to have a business that I can get some customers for them. So I've got that edge on them, but their skills are better than mine. So it wasn't like I needed to be their boss. We needed to go together. And so I don't know why, I just kept thinking about a tandem bike. Like, we're just together. We're together. And that was kind of our like tagline when we started, was we're better together. And it's so true. It is so, like, you know, when you're isolated and you're like an island, that can be a very sad place to be. But if you have a friend and you're doing something you love together, I mean, that's a great place to be. And then you can enjoy it and you can laugh and you can challenge each other. And, you know, when I ask their opinion on something and they say, you know, we could do this. Oh my goodness, that's a great idea. That's exactly what we need to do. And so we're co. We're not anything else. We do all of this together. I would say one of the things that's helped me or has changed me is just the Lord showing me how to love people that are very different from me. And I wasn't really raised like that. I went to a school that was not diverse. I went to a college that was not really that diverse. So to come back and then live in Atlanta, which is very diverse, and then to discover Clarkston, Georgia, which is 80 countries with 60 languages in a square mile. It's very diverse. So that's been exciting, but it's also been challenging, and it's taught me a lot. That, you know, one day when we're all in glory, it's going to be every tribe, every nation, every language, and we're all going to be worshiping